Then we had the Thanksgiving dinner disaster. He went to Thanksgiving dinner, of course, where they were giving away a free Thanksgiving dinner at a restaurant down the street, and I was home. I cooked from probably 6 a.m. until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had guests, and we, two of my one guest sat here, and the rest of us here. And John came home, and he walked through there. And my guest who sat there has multiple sclerosis. So it's really difficult for her to back up and get out of the chair. So John, considerably overweight as he is, but and that's another, he doesn't see himself as such. So he wears. So I had to work with him because he'd wear inappropriate clothing, midriff tops and things that he probably wore when he was in 7th grade. So he tried to squeeze between the chair here and this, and he's squeezing through. And I mean, a rational, right-thinking person in their right mind would realize they're pushing in on this glass, and he's forcing his way through. And I'm standing here watching this, and all of a sudden, just when it occurs to me, he's going to bust all of the glass in, and before I could go to speak, he busted out the entire wall of glass from floor to ceiling here. So you can see that I'm 5'9", and it towers over me. So a 7-foot piece of glass, he busted it out, shattered it in a trillion pieces, big giant pieces of glass, sharp jagged edge glass sticking out. And after he did that, instead of backing out and saying, "Oh my God," and the things people would say, "Oh, I'm really sorry, let me get a broom," he proceeded to this chair, where he then sat down, and I stood up because my guest got up. He is a man, an older fellow, and he got up and he walked over. He got a broom. He began picking up sheets of jagged edged glass, sweeping, as John sat there and never said anything about the glass, never offered my guest any help at all whatsoever. And then John looks at my guest and said, "I notice you've been doing really well in some particular game on Facebook. Tell me, what's your secret?" And the man's being nice. It's a holiday. He's patronizing John. And then when he finished cleaning up all of the glass, the whole sheet of glass that busted there, the man comes back around. Now, we had pushed this table, of course, this way so the man could get in and clean up the glass. When he came back around for us to sit down, we needed to push the table back this way so the man and I could sit down and have room to eat. And I said, "John, please get up. We need to move the table." He sat and looked at me and smiled. And I said, "John, I'm asking you right now, please get up. We need to push this table back." And he wouldn't. And on the 3rd time when I demanded, I said, "John, I demand that you stand up right now so that we can sit down and have dinner." He looked at me and said, "I don't have to get up."